Hello and welcome, my connoisseurs of movies, TV shows, and literature. You ready to shake things up? For all my new viewers, welcome. You are here to feast on my opinion of all things movie, TV, and book. And today we're tackling a TV miniseries, one by one. And this miniseries is called Harper's Island, which is a twist and turn thrill ride that kept me guessing.
It came out in 2009.
Yes, it did come out in 2009.
But it's available on Prime.
I'm going to bat my camera woman. Life is better when you have friends to share it with. Especially if they're as goofy as you are. But this show stars Elaine Cassidy, Christopher Gorham. It also has Jim Beaver in it, and Chris Guther. And forgive me if I'm mispronouncing any of those names. Now, I've never seen Elaine in anything before this. And she's talented. Jim is the one I've seen the most in. Jim Beaver is in Supernatural as Bobby Singer. He's also in Crimson Peak as Edith Cushing's father, Carter. Chris plays Vincent in Eureka and Mr. Laser Eyes in Supernatural. But the person whose performance surprised me the most is Christopher Gorham. Since the only thing I had seen him in prior to this was The Other Side of Heaven, which is about a Mormon missionary named John Groberg going to the islands. I'm not even sure which islands. It's been so long since I've watched that show. Yeah. One of the clusters in the Polynesian island region. And he does something, and all the islanders start calling him Kolepoke. So I've only ever seen him as Kolepoke. And because of this, and my research into this, I have a reason to watch Once Upon a Time to the end, because he plays the Wizard of Oz in that TV show, that TV series. He appears in 3 episodes. I am not sure which 3. Now, for those of you who haven't seen 2009's Harper's Island, I watched it on Amazon Prime with my buddy. And as I do with a lot of these, I'm going to give you a brief synopsis of what it is about. Elaine's character, Abby, comes home to Harper's Island after many, many, many years because her mother was murdered and her father, the local sheriff, Jim's character, shipped her off to grandmother's house on the mainland, as far from the region as he could get her. Now, Abby's coming home to Harper's Island because her best friend Henry, Kolepoke's character, is getting married. The problem becomes apparent when everyone in the wedding party starts dying. Not just dying, but being brutally murdered. Now, Abby, Henry, and Henry's bride Trish, with the help of the remaining friends, have to figure out who is behind these brutal murders and why did they only start after Abby came back to the island. Well, spoilers are in place, as always. The man who murdered Abby's mom is alive and killing. Though why he is killing is kind of doubles back to an earlier episode of mine. It was episode 60, What Happens in the Dark. That's where I talk about the miniseries The Stranger. Pardon. In that, I say secrets have a way of coming to light and being discovered. Well, again, spoilers. Henry is not as he was presented. Is not as he was presented. Mm-hmm. Well, he isn't as he was presented because he was never told he was adopted as a baby by the family who raised him since birth. This allowed his bio dad to manipulate him into hating people he really had no reason to hate. I cannot help but wonder, would things have turned out differently had he been told why he had been put up for adoption in the first place? If the people who had adopted him had said, hey, we adopted you and this is why. Now, these spoilers are bad, I know. However, how Harper's Island unravels the mysteries makes the revelations I gave even more staggering and worth watching to figure out how it was hidden so well. Besides, you need to know how Vincent fits into all of this as well as meeting Trish's niece and older sister. The way this twists around itself and throws half-truths or misdirections at you makes this a worthwhile murder mystery to watch, especially since I am not doing it justice. I mean, even the title of this episode comes from something said in this movie. So you need to figure out where it is said and the context in which it was said. But let me know in the comments. Have you seen Harper's Island? Will you see Harper's Island? Have you seen it and the revelations were so easy for you to unravel that you didn't enjoy it? Or did they keep you guessing until it was revealed and you're like, oh my gosh? Let me know in the comments. And kindness is the key to understanding. So be kind to me, be kind to each other in the comments. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.